How do you follow both of those? First, I want to thank Mary Beth, Mark, Mom, Dad, for making this wonderful day happen. To Jeff and Maggie, on behalf of everybody here, thank you for allowing us to share this very special day. But I would be remiss if I didn't thank a truly special group here today, The Warehouse. Without all of you, I don't think we would be here today, so they already did it, but let's hear it for The Warehouse. When I talk about The Warehouse in DC, my friends think I'm nuts. They have no idea how people could be so excited about Dave Matthews. So I thought there might be some people here tonight who aren't in The Warehouse. It might be a small minority, but for you, allow me to do my best to describe The Warehouse, and by extension, why I think The Warehouse is so important to me. Most of us are familiar with online dating. We've heard of Match.com, eHarmony, Christian Mingle, and if you're really, really desperate, Craigslist. We've all heard stories, good and bad, how it could happen. This leads me to The Warehouse. I truly believe there's no better online dating service than The Warehouse. Where else can you find the love of your life on a message board, be crazy enough to test that relationship, crisscrossing the country, spending God knows how much money, listening to the same set list over and over, only to inevitably finish your night in a parking lot, complaining that once again Dave closed with stay. So while I'd like to think I had a small hand in bringing these two together at a Hartford show when I begged Maggie to kiss my brother, I know deep down it all starts with The Warehouse. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. We finally brought Sailor Girl, for those of you who affectionately call him Jeffrey No Game, together. As some of you might be able to tell by now, Jeff and I are twins. I'm a little heavier up here, he's a little heavier down here. Yeah, I went there. I can honestly say that being a twin is one of the best experiences I know I'll ever have in my life. This is where I'll start crying. It is amazing. Imagine knowing your best friend your entire life. I get to do that every day. Being a twin is truly unique. You create your own languages, you have your own jokes, you share the same experiences. We have these crazy jokes that people don't even know what we're saying, but the two of us get it. But the most important thing, you always have your best friend by your side. Even when I'm in DC, I'm so far away from him, I know I have my best friend by my side. I made you cry. This is where I should just drop the mic and leave.
Don't drop the mic!
But I'm in politics, so I like to talk. To this day, when Jeff and I are together, I wonder if Maggie and Claire think the two of us are absolutely nuts. Now don't get me wrong, being a twin also has its challenges. You always have to share a birthday. Though, thanks to Maggie, we now have separate birthdays. I usually pass out on Friday night, he passes out on Saturday. We put it all together for one big birthday. No one ever knows which one you actually are. I love you all. And so many of you thought I was Jeff tonight, it was great. I actually had my second wedding. I love you, Claire. Maybe the biggest challenge, though, is you're always compared to each other. Claire always tells me I need to dress like you. And they just compliment you on a flannel shirt. That's how bad I'm doing. All that aside, I would never trade being Jeff's brother for anything in the world. I don't think I'm ever going to meet somebody, except for my wife, as loving, caring, passionate, and funny as Jeff. There isn't a thing Jeff wouldn't do for someone he cares about. We all experience it. Give me your ticket. I'm going to go see that guy over there. I'm going to trade my ticket. I'm going to go over to the guy on the lawn, give him the ticket, come back. I swear, I promise I will be there. Right before the show, you'll be first 5 rows. There's no problem. Jeff, you are always going to be my best friend, and for that, I will forever be thankful. Now let me quickly share one of my favorite stories about Jeff that I think truly encapsulates who he is. We all know Jeff is extremely impulsive and excitable.
No.
Exactly.
No way.
But behind that, it's really all about passion. I remember one time Jeff convinced me and this girl I was dating, Claire, it would be a great adventure to drive down and see a Dave show at the Citadel. I didn't have a clue where the Citadel was, let alone that it was 16 hours and 7 states away. But Jeff has a way of convincing you it'll be fun. He told me we could tour Charleston, even visit this great attraction south of the border. You've all been to Charleston, I guess. Yeah. As soon as we get to Charleston, though, Jeff goes scarce. He tells us he's going to meet us back at the hotel after we drop him off at this house. It was Katie's house, I think. Then he says he's going to meet us at the show. It turns out we're on the floor. Jeff's up in, like, the bleachers. Jeff never goes in the bleachers. You get where I'm going here. He completely ditched us. Well, it isn't until I'm steaming mad at Jeff. It isn't until we're halfway home, and my disappointment continues because south of the border is absolutely terrible. Jeff finally admits to me the real reason for the trip. He knew this girl Maggie was going to be at the show, and he had to see her. I share this story because how could I be mad at someone for making me go all that way when I envy his passion and love for Maggie? He was willing to follow his heart and see her. Nothing was going to stop him. Today, I can honestly say that Jeff's love and passion for Maggie is even stronger. Maggie, I love you. Jeff is always going to be the kid who'll drive 16 hours to see the girl he's just met, but he knows he's in love with. He is always going to be the guy who'll do something crazy and romantic, like rent out a penguin exhibit, just to see you smile. He is always going to be the person who will whisper that he loves you, just so you know. Really, there's one page with one sentence. Jeff and Maggie, I love you both from the bottom of my heart. For everyone here, I want to wish you and Rusty a lifetime of happiness. I love you guys.
We're here for Jeff.